Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So let's talk about something that's probably sitting in your fridge right now, or maybe you just finished one while clicking on this video. Coke? Coca-Cola. That ice-cold, fizzy, incredibly satisfying drink. That's been part of our lives for over a century. Now, before you click away thinking this is going to be some preachy health lecture, hear me out. I'm not here to tell you that drinking Coke occasionally is going to ruin your life. I enjoy a cold Coke myself from time to time. But here's the thing, and this is what we need to talk about. Today, the key word is occasionally, because when that occasional Coke turns into a daily habit, or worse, multiple cans a day, that's when things start getting really interesting from a health perspective. And not the good kind of interesting. I've spent weeks diving into medical journals, research papers, and talking to health professionals to bring you 5 solid, science-backed reasons why you might want to think twice before cracking open that next can. And trust me, some of these findings actually surprised even me. Let's start with reason number 1, what Coke does to your teeth. Now, I know you've probably heard since you were a kid that soda is bad for your teeth, but the actual science behind it is pretty alarming. A study published in the Journal of the American Dental Association found that the pH level of Coca-Cola sits at around 2.5. To put that in perspective, battery acid has a pH of 1. Your mouth's natural pH is around 7, which is neutral. When you drink Coke, you're essentially bathing your teeth in acid. Here's what happens: that acid attacks the enamel, which is the protective outer layer of your teeth. Once enamel is gone, it's gone forever. Your body can't regenerate it. A 2015 study from the University of Southern Illinois showed that people who consumed soft drinks regularly had up to 62% more dental decay, fillings, and tooth loss than those who didn't. 62%. That's not a small number. And it's not just the acid. Each can of Coke contains about 39 grams of sugar. That sugar feeds the bacteria in your mouth, which then produces even more acid. It's a double attack on your teeth. Dentists actually say that sipping on a Coke throughout the day is one of the worst things you can do, because you're constantly reintroducing acid into your mouth, never giving your saliva a chance to neutralize and remineralize your teeth. Reason number 2, and this is a big one, the impact on your weight and metabolism. Let's talk numbers for a second. One regular 12-ounce can of Coke contains 140 calories and 39 grams of sugar. That's about 10 teaspoons of sugar in a single can. The American Heart Association recommends that men should consume no more than 36 grams of added sugar per day, and women no more than 25 grams. One can of Coke puts most people over their daily limit. But here's where it gets really interesting. A study from Harvard School of Public Health followed over 120,000 people for 20 years and found that people who increased their sugary drink consumption by just one 12-ounce serving per day gained more weight over time than people who didn't change their intake. On average, each additional daily serving led to an extra pound, gained every 4 years. That might not sound like much, but that's 5 pounds every 20 years from just one extra can a day. What's even more concerning is how liquid calories affect your brain differently than solid food. When you eat a meal, your body releases hormones that tell your brain you're full. But research from Purdue University found that liquid calories don't trigger the same satiety response. So you can drink a 140-calorie Coke, and your brain basically doesn't register those calories, meaning you're still going to eat the same amount of food you would have anyway. You're essentially adding calories on top of your normal intake, without feeling any fuller. And if you're watching your weight or trying to lose some pounds, this is crucial information. Those liquid calories are invisible to your appetite control system, but they're very visible on the scale. If you're finding this information helpful so far, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow and lets me know you want more content like this. Now let's move to reason number 3, type 2 diabetes risk. This is where things get seriously concerning. The Nurses' Health Study, which followed over 90,000 women for 8 years, found that women who consumed 1 or more sugar-sweetened beverages per day had an 83% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared to those who consumed less than 1 per month. 83%. Let that sink in. When you drink Coke, you're consuming a massive dose of rapidly absorbed sugar. Your blood sugar spikes dramatically, and your pancreas has to release a surge of insulin to deal with it. Do this repeatedly over months and years, and your cells start becoming resistant to insulin. It's like the boy who cried wolf. Your cells stop responding properly to Insulin signals because they're being bombarded so frequently. That's insulin resistance. And that's the pathway to type 2 diabetes. A more recent meta-analysis published in the British Medical Journal in 2015 looked at data from 17 different studies and found that just one serving of sugar-sweetened beverages per day was associated with an 18% increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes over a 10-year period. And this was after adjusting for other factors like body weight and lifestyle. The scary part? Type 2 diabetes isn't just about managing blood sugar. It increases your risk of heart disease, stroke, kidney disease, nerve damage, and vision problems. We're talking about a single daily habit that can cascade into multiple, serious health conditions down the line. Reason number 4, what Coke does to your heart. Even if you don't develop diabetes, regular Coke consumption takes a toll on your cardiovascular system. A study from the American Heart Association found that people who drank more than 24 ounces of sugar-sweetened beverages per day had a 20% higher risk of heart attack compared to those who rarely consumed these drinks. The mechanism here is multi-layered. First, the excessive sugar intake leads to increased triglyceride levels in your blood. High triglycerides are a known risk factor for heart disease. Second, regular consumption of sugary drinks has been linked to increased blood pressure. Research published in Circulation showed that reducing sugar-sweetened beverage intake led to significant decreases in blood pressure. There's also something called chronic inflammation. When you consistently consume high amounts of sugar, it triggers inflammatory responses in your body. This low-grade chronic inflammation damages your blood vessels over time, making them less flexible and more prone to blockages. A Harvard study found that people who drank sugary beverages daily had 20% higher levels of inflammatory markers in their blood compared to those who didn't. Your heart is quite literally working harder when you're regularly consuming Coke, and over decades, that extra strain adds up. And finally, reason number 5, the impact on your bones and kidney health. This one surprised me when I first read about it. Coke contains phosphoric acid, which gives it that tangy flavor. But research has shown that high phosphoric acid intake can interfere with calcium absorption in your body. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that women who regularly consumed cola beverages had significantly lower bone mineral density in their hips compared to women who didn't drink cola. Your bones are constantly being remodeled throughout your life, and they need calcium to stay strong. When that calcium absorption is compromised, especially as you get older, you're setting yourself up for osteoporosis and increased fracture risk. As for your kidneys, research from Osaka University found that drinking 2 or more colas per day was associated with a 2-fold increased risk of chronic kidney disease. Your kidneys are working overtime to filter out all that sugar and process the metabolic byproducts. Over time, this can lead to kidney damage and decreased function. Look, here's the bottom line. I'm not saying you need to completely eliminate Coke from your life. Life is meant to be enjoyed. And if having a Coke at a party or with pizza once in a while brings you happiness, that's totally fine. The human body is remarkably resilient and can handle occasional indulgences. But if you're someone who's drinking Coke daily or multiple times a day, these studies should give you pause. The evidence is clear and consistent across multiple large-scale studies. Regular consumption of sugar-sweetened beverages, like Coke, increases your risk for obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, dental problems, and bone and kidney issues. The good news? Your body is incredibly forgiving. When people cut back on sugary drinks, the benefits start showing up pretty quickly. Blood pressure improves, weight starts coming off, insulin sensitivity gets better. It's never too late to make a change. So maybe consider this: try cutting back gradually. If you're at 2 cans a day, go to 1. If you're at 1, maybe make it every other day. Find alternatives that you enjoy, whether that's sparkling water, unsweetened iced tea, or just plain water with some fruit in it. Your future self will thank you for the decision you make today. If you found this video informative and helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Drop a comment below and let me know, are you a regular Coke drinker, or have you already cut back? I'd love to hear your experiences. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves out there.